The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Well, let me see them lighters. Hey, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
You might be wondering why I said that. Let me see them lighters. Do you remember the live version of Stains Outside where Fred Durst was on stage singing it with him? And they were in Biloxi, Mississippi. And at one point he yells out, yo, Biloxi! He goes like, let me see them lighters. Because the song's all deep and dark and everybody wants to see. People used to put up lighters at concerts. Now they put up their cell phones with the flashlight.
I get weirded out when people still put up lighters because I'm afraid they're going to light somebody on fire by accident.
Well, that shows the Gen Z wussification of America.
Sorry. Sorry, I don't want anybody to burn to death at the Aragon.
I mean, what's going to burn there? I mean, the floor is wood. I'll be fair.
Yeah.
The floor is wood.
Also, the human flesh aspect of it.
Oh, you're afraid.
I'm afraid somebody is going to get set on fire.
You're afraid you're going to get burned.
Yes. I don't like fire. I would not have done well as a caveman. I did not like fire.
They wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
You don't like a big bonfire in a backyard?
No.
Really?
No.
That's fun.
I don't like being near fire at all. That's a part of the reason I'm a bad cook is you got to set stuff on fire.
Well, I mean, a microwave doesn't have fire in it.
This has been my point all along. Unfortunately, that doesn't really work for girlfriends.
Oh, boy. Here's how we're starting today. Case is afraid of fire. I try to make a nice nostalgic memory of putting up those lighters at concerts, and he's afraid of fire. Well, good thing we got the flashlights. That's actually a first takeaway today from someone. I'm afraid of fire.
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way. It's okay to be afraid of fire.
Well, I mean, thank God we have firemen that run to fire in emergencies. I run from fire when I look like I'm going to get hurt.
Yeah.
A lighter, I don't feel like I'm going to get hurt.
Fire destroys. That's what you always have to remember, is there's no coming back from fire. It takes things out permanently.
Some things need to be taken out.
Like what?
Well, I don't want to make a whole list here.
What are you trying to burn down?
Nothing. I did like burning things when I was a kid, like ants.
Oh, see, I never was into that.
Really?
Yeah, but I wasn't a good, like, I wasn't.
You weren't a good example of a kid?
Yeah, I wasn't. It's not that I was a misbehaved kid.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at being a kid.
Really looking back on it, I'm sorry about that. Because, I mean, I'm sure ants have feelings, and I'm sure, there's a lot of them. I get there's trillions of them. And if they turn against us, we're dead. And I'm sitting there poking the bear, burning him with a magnifying glass.
Yeah. Did you ever climb trees?
I couldn't get up.
Same. Okay, that makes me feel better.
I was a thick boy. Until I grew to 6'4" and a quarter, I was a thick boy.
And then you thinned out.
I thinned out. I grew 7 inches between 7th and 8th grade. But before that, I was a thick boy. I was so jealous of people that could climb a tree.
Yeah, right?
Or hop a fence.
Oh, God, forget it.
I tried to hop a fence once, and I used to have the Wranglers, and it caught on the wire fence, and then so my jeans were caught, and I was hanging from the fence. I actually got over a little bit, but my jeans caught, and then my ass is hanging out because I'm a thick boy.
Yeah, you look like the Stars and Stripes. You're waving in the wind like the American flag.
These childhood memories. Anybody else got any good childhood memories they want to share?
I think that's why my skateboarding career ended as early as it did, was that I couldn't hop fences, and that's a huge part of skateboarding. Not hopping fences on skateboards, but hopping fences to get to skateboard spots.
Yeah.
And I can't hop fences.
Yeah. Let alone skateboard.
No, that's another huge part of it.
Grab a rail and head down there. Well, listen, here we go. Let's get started here. 312-591-8300. Give us that proof of life check-in, maybe with a childhood memory that's embarrassing. Also, coming up at 9, we have your chance to go anywhere in the country and see the Chili Peppers of your choice. That's at 9. At 8:10, Bonnaroo tickets and camping passes in Clash with Kenzie. And before that, the big one, well, they're all big, to be honest. They're all awesome. But 7:20, 21 Pilots tickets for United Center and a song scramble. I'll be here at 7:20, about an hour and 10 minutes away.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, we opened up talking a little bit about, lighters. Let me see them lighters in the Stain song Outside. The live version has Fred Durst saying that. I'm feeling those lighters in the song. And I guess no one does that anymore because you put your cell phone up. Somebody even brought up there was that lighter app for a while on your phone.
That was one of the first big iPhone apps, I feel.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, check this out. I've got this thing.
This lighter app it's taking all my battery life down to zero.
Exactly.
And yeah, then people just use their flashlights now on the phone. But Concert Chloe checking in from Yorkville, said, I just recently saw someone put up a lighter during the group love show at the Riv. Talk about a huge scare in the moment. That building is older than most of us who go to shows there. I was petrified trying to sing and not watch the lighter.
I could not agree more with Chloe. And we're roughly the same age. I 1,000% understand her thought process.
You know what this has me thinking of is, I forgot now what the commercial is, where the guy tries to tell parents not to act like their parents.
Yeah. It's an insurance commercial.
It's an insurance commercial.
It's Allstate.
Is it Allstate?
I think so.
Feels like, no, it's okay to turn the phone this way.
Yeah.
I feel like I have to do that to our Gen Zers out there to say, it's okay if a lighter goes up. No one's going to die. It's going to be fine. Just focus on the band. The lighters, it's going to be okay.
Yeah, we need real world exposure.
Yeah, I think I need to lead this group. And I think this is my job to do this.
Uh-huh.
Of how old concerts used to be and how new concerts are, and we need to bring back a little of the old concert vibe.
What's the difference?
First off, people watch the band.
What
in
do
the
they
old
do
days.
now?
They look through their phones.
And
Listen, I'm guilty of it too. I'm not judging anybody. Casey's been to tons of shows with me. I film like a good 30 seconds, then I put my phone in my pocket, and the songs I like are certain moments. I definitely film. I'm not above you guys.
Yes.
But we all have to stop. We have to come back and get to the point of, possibly just going for it and being in the moment in the show.
I think largely, maybe it's just the shows that I go to, people are in the moment. The one time that
Those are a lot of hardcore shows.
Yeah, well, it helps because people are moving their bodies.
That's right. You get hit in the back of the head if you're not paying attention.
It's not any sort of sleepy nonsense indie rock that puts me to sleep, okay? We got riffs
Which
here.
is your other favorite music.
But that was what I was going to say was I saw Phoebe Bridgers at Northerly Island 2 years ago.
Right.
And that was the one time where I felt curmudgeon-y and old and because there were people there even younger than I was.
Right.
And I was like, get off your phone. What are you doing? Why are you dancing to this song and filming it?
I know. And listen, I'm guilty of it. I'm not above. I've changed too. I want to go back. Like, for example, what show did you tell me there's going to be a designated mosh area at?
Oh, that's a rock festival in Ohio.
Okay.
That has like Jelly Roll and Shinedown and Chevelle on it.
Great lineup.
I don't know if it's a mosh-friendly lineup to begin with, though, but this rock festival has created a designated moshing zone to make sure that all concert goers feel safe during the festival.
Chevelle is the most moshable band in that lineup.
I would agree.
Because they definitely, that's our guys, and also that's their music. That lends to it.
It's hard to mosh to a symptom of being human.
Yeah. I mean, if it can be done, it'll be to that song.
Absolutely.
But I'm just saying, some of that needs to come back. And I also don't want all of it to come back. I'm just saying, a lighter in the air. Do not be afraid. It's going to be okay. And I'm sorry, Concert Chloe, that distracted you at the group love show. But we're going to teach a class about old school, new school. And there's somewhere in the middle it meets. It's okay.
I do think she has a valid point in that I would be afraid of the Riv spontaneously combusting at the sight of a lighter.
The Riv's not going to blow up.
I'm afraid of the Riv blowing up.
I will stake my reputation on that. That the Riv is not going to blow up because one lighter goes in the air because Group Love's playing your favorite song. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
All right, time for a fact that makes your brain just go. Now, I believe this to be true, that whether you've made the move or not, everybody that's gone to a gym to work out wants to date somebody else in the gym because there's a lot of beautiful people there. Sometimes you're scantily clad. Some people look really good in the gym, and you get excited about that.
You're grunting, you're sweating, you're, maybe at times convulsing even. Some people look very good in the gym.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should go approach people, give them their space. Some people don't like to be approached. I get it. They're there to get a real workout in. Arg.
Why did you become a pirate?
I don't know. People just there was the export up in Lakeview I used to work out at, and there was people there that we ended up having names for when I'd work out with some of my buddies because one guy was called the Bear. He had hair all over his body, like every inch of his body, and when he did like 400-pound deadlifts going, roar! There was another guy there we called Skeletor.
Why is that?
Because he looked like Skeletor. He had a shaved head. No ounces of body fat at all. He wore the tiniest tank tops, the tiniest shorts, and those Undertaker boots. He wore those. And he's literally, when he'd work out, the veins would pop out of his bald head. And he was Skeletor.
So tiny shorts?
Tiny.
Was it like the Bill Clinton "my balls are almost out" shorts?
They were not those because they were actually tight, so you could see the entire package.
Oh, really?
It wasn't like they were loose where they were falling out. You could see everything.
Oh, misconception.
Ugh. Boy. So, when you hear this fact, you may never want to date somebody in the gym again. I'm curious, in Chicago, this is very prevalent, as 54% of people that go to the gym do not wash their workout clothes after wearing them 7 times. So about 7 times they'll finally take it home and go, okay, I got to wash this stuff.
Yeah, 7 times in a row.
So they'll use them 7 times working out, sweaty, overnight in the locker or in their gym bag. And then on the 7th time, they'll finally go, open the bag and go, whoa, okay, I got to wash this stuff.
Define gym equipment. Does this include T-shirts?
T-shirts, sports bras, yoga pants, track pants, anything you use in the gym.
This would include basketball shorts.
100%.
Then I am guilty of this.
7 times you've gone without washing them.
14 times I've gone without washing.
Oh,
I don't wash shorts.
What do they smell like?
Well, they're not touching anything directly.
What do you mean they're on your body?
Well, yeah. But I've got underwear on.
You don't think you're sweating through your... If you're not sweating through your underwear, you're not working out properly.
Put that on a poster and sell it.
Right, damn
That's
right.
good stuff. Play like a champion today.
I mean, come on. The sweat is dripping off your body onto those shorts.
I guess.
And let alone you're sitting on the machines where other people just worked out on the sopping
They
sweat.
wipe it down.
You're supposed to wipe it down. Not everybody's a wiper.
I will say, credit to the Boys Town Planet Fitness. Those people wipe it down.
The people do or the workers?
The people do.
Okay, you should
the common
wipe.
man.
But still, when you wipe down, it still has moisture on it and there's still residue.
But that's more of it. You're just a germaphobe, I think. I don't think you trust people to wipe it down. I don't think twice about it.
I always wipe, even if I see them wipe it.
Yeah, you're a wiper?
I'm a better wiper.
Oh, so you wipe on entry and on exit.
Absolutely.
Interesting. I only wipe on exit. I just show up and just start lifting.
Well, lifting is relative, right? Do you lift weights?
Well, I do the... First of all, that's so hurtful.
I mean,
So hurtful.
I'm right, right?
Well, I use the, machines. I do the pull-down machine. I do the curl machine.
Okay, that's not called lifting.
What's it called?
Free weights are lifting. You have
Okay,
to,
well, what am I doing?
You're on exercise machines. And I'm not saying they're bad for you because I'm not doing anything right now. I'm just saying that I've never heard someone say I'm going lifting and then they got on the machine at the gym. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, I'm pulling weight. Is that better?
Just say you're getting a cardio workout in.
But I'm not doing a cardio workout.
Yeah, but it's, you know.
You think less of me as a man because I don't do free weights.
I really do. Not that I'm doing anything right now.
No, exactly.
I'm on the couch eating leftover pizza.
I know.
But I used to do free weight lifting.
Yeah, you used to do a lot of things.
Oh, a lot of things. But does this disgust anybody listening? Because, or maybe you do this. Is there a number of times you go without washing your workout clothes? Not your regular clothes, but you've worked out in them. They're sopping in sweat. You put them in the locker. Maybe you have maybe a gym bag in your car. You leave it. Next day you just they're dry now.
That's kind of it, yeah.
I can tell you when I played basketball in high school, we used to have a competition to see how long. Now this is when you're 18 years old, 17. How long who would go the longest without washing their practice jersey?
That's such a good point. Why do teenage boys hate washing clothes? Because 7th and 8th grade gym class, you would go the entire year without washing your gym uniform, and you would have gym 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So 5 days a week, 180 days of school, and you wouldn't wash the thing that you sweat in every day.
Because when you don't care about hygiene, I don't think when you're that age.
I guess it's cool to be unhygienic.
Yeah. Oh my God. It went so long. We had no heat in our gym in the cold winters there. One of my friends, I'll say his name, Andy Votava. Because when I was playing bad, the coach would always say Hedda don't want to play today. Votava, get in there. Mm-hmm. Take him out of the game.
And what was his deal? What was his quirk in high school?
Well, he was actually very smart guy. Okay. The smart guy on the basketball team.
Every team's got one.
He looked like he'd go to Harvard. I don't know where he went. I don't know where he is today. I think he's a lawyer today.
Okay.
But he could hold out the longest. He went 2.5 months without washing his practice jersey. To the point where it would stand up by itself.
Oh, my God. Oh, that's awful.
Because it would freeze with the old overnight. They turned the heat off in the school to save electricity, and the sweat would freeze. We'd go in there, and he would pull it out of the locker from the bottom and be standing straight up, and he would have to crack it on the bench to put it on. This guy's a lawyer today. I go, Andy, you win, man. You win.
This dude's awesome.
That was a great competition.
Good for him.
Oh, he was awesome. A great dude. I don't know. I'm just wondering if people do that because it says 53% of Chicagoans wait 7 times before they wash their workout gear.
630 just checked in. Seth from Plainfield, he said in high school, no hockey player would wash their uniforms they would
whole
not wash
season?
their uniforms all season long.
Oh, hockey players are built different.
Oh, they're animals.
I mean,
God bless them, but they're just absolute animals.
Yeah. I mean, wow. Dennis Rodman used to say he didn't shower or wear deodorant because he wanted to shove people's heads in his armpit because it stunk during the game.
That's unfortunate. I'll never be able to look at the 90s Bulls the same way again.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
That's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. 21 Pilots tickets a half hour away, 7:20 in a song scramble. The girl that won yesterday has seen 21 Pilots 75 times. And by the time she gets these tickets to our show coming up in October, she won the tickets to the show that will be her 101st. Q101, baby. 101st 21 Pilots shows.
She won fair and square. She was the first person to get the song scramble right yesterday. I would love it today if somebody won who has never seen 21 Pilots before.
Well, I don't know. I mean, she definitely earned it. She deserves it.
Oh, my God, yeah. No, she did everything right.
Yeah. I mean, you got to figure out these 3 songs I put in this little scramble, and, man, she is ridiculous.
If anybody was going to get it right, it was going to be her.
One of our texters said that 21 Pilots might need a restraining order.
I would agree with that statement.
Oh, she's enjoying herself, living her best life. She works at Starbucks, and all she does is use all her money to go see shows. That's going all in. I love people that go all in on one thing, and that's what she's doing.
On one thing, maybe spread it out just a little bit.
No. When you like they say,
what do they say?
what's that phrase? Master of one? No.
Master of puppets?
No, not master of puppets.
What phrase?
I'm trying to think of it. Jack of all trades.
That's not really a phrase.
No, Jack of all trades, master of none. What the hell is it?
Is this like when I couldn't think of snowball effect?
Yeah, if I can't think of this, I know someone's going to text in a second this one. It's, you go all in on one thing. Like they say, some people say be good at a bunch of things.
Yeah.
But then you're master of none. You don't master any of them. You know what I mean?
I do.
But if you go all in on one thing, gosh, dang it. I don't know if I can move on while I figure this out. I don't want to Google it.
I don't understand. Like, I don't know the phrase.
I know. Let's see.
I love that the text line's hanging out to dry right
They're
now.
totally hanging me out to dry. They're not doing it.
We've got texts about William Howard Taft coming in still, which we talked about at this time yesterday. Nobody can help you out with the phrase that you can't think of.
I think it's Jack of all trades, master of none. I think that's what it is. And so that means you're not good at one thing. You're just kind of good at a bunch of things.
Ernie says that's it.
Oh, thanks, Ernie. Thank you very much. Our great crew member there.
Jack of all trades, master of none. That's what you said.
Yeah.
All right, that's what the text line is saying, too.
So our winner of the 21 Pilots tickets, she is not that. She is all in on one thing, 21 Pilots, using all her money and time and dedication to see 21 Pilots, and she's going to see them 101 times by the time she wins the tickets and goes to the shows she won from us.
I'm glad we carved out time just to explain that she's not that.
Yeah. Jack of all trades, master of none. Go on one thing. The problem is you can choose the wrong thing.
That's true.
And you waste your life. Which would be and that's really the problem that you don't want to get into. All right, well, Gil Curtis did one thing. His life, one thing really good in his whole life was doing the news, doing headlines.
This is not headline news. 2 cases of bird flu have been discovered in the U.S. Health officials are warning people to use mouthwash after making out with a bird. IKEA has started making new U.S. stores smaller. Now making a full trip through the showroom will only take 2 hours instead of 3. Jennifer Aniston and Sandra Bullock spent the day at a cosmetic surgery retreat in Connecticut. And so far, that's 2024's whitest sentence. And a new poll shows Americans are increasingly unhappy. Though to be fair, the poll was conducted by people exiting the new Ghostbusters movie. This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.